You ever hit a point where you're actually trying now, and it still feels like you're the one who's late to your own life? You're doing your best. You're more self-aware than you've ever been. But when you look around, it seems like everyone else is moving and you're standing still. If that's where you are, stay with me to the end of this. By the time we're done, you'll be able to walk away with one sentence you can lean on when your mind starts yelling, "You're behind." Let's say it plainly. You've been under pressure. Money, health, family, loneliness, your own thoughts. You've had nights where you say, "God, I'm not even asking for perfect. I just don't want to feel this far behind." If that's you, you're not weak, you're not dramatic. You're not the slow one. You're just tired. And you've been in a season where life keeps touching every sore spot at the same time. In Backcat language, this is the ground we've been walking in this first season. The early stretch where God starts touching your thoughts, your patterns, your sense of who you are. The noise gets louder, the silence feels heavier, and the old ways of coping don't sit right anymore. And somewhere in the middle of all of that, a lie slipped in. If I was really called, if God was really with me, I would not still feel like this. That lie is why we're here right now. Because heaven is not looking at you thinking, "Wow, they're late." Heaven is looking at you and saying, "They're finally letting me build." Hear this clearly. You are not behind. You are being built. While you've been measuring yourself by age, followers, income, relationship status, and how many wins you can achieve, God has been looking at a different list. How you respond when you're disappointed, whether you run back to what broke you or reach for Him, how quickly you apologize, how you treat people who cannot give you anything back, whether you're willing to be honest about where you're really at. That's the kind of stuff that doesn't trend, but it's exactly what He builds calling on. So even if the outside of your life feels slow, the inside of you has not been standing still. You're noticing things you used to ignore. You're uncomfortable in rooms you used to feel fine in. You can feel when your peace drops. You recover faster than you used to, even if you still fall. That's what being built looks like. And I need you to know something. You didn't land on this message by accident. Out of all the noise online, out of all the videos you could be hearing right now, you're listening to this one in this season with this title because God is answering a question your heart has been asking. Am I too late now? No, you are not too late. You are right on time to learn how to see this season differently. If any part of this is already hitting you in the chest, don't just scroll away when it ends. Drop a comment like "I'm being built" so it sticks in your own mind. And if you know someone who talks like they're behind, send this to them. That's how this kind of message gets to more people who feel exactly like you do right now. You see, this short sermon is special because in this first season, we haven't avoided the hard parts. We've been naming the stories you tell yourself, the shame you carry, the pressure that makes you question everything. We've been letting God put His finger on the things that can't come with you into what's next. God doesn't expose that to embarrass you. He exposes it so you don't build your future on it. And the next place He's taking you isn't just more pressure. The next place is awakening. Season 2, The Realm of Awakening. Episode 1, when heaven starts highlighting your life. That's the moment where you start realizing that not every repeat pattern is random. Not every closed door is rejection. Not every "I have a weird feeling about this" is just anxiety. God has been circling certain things in your life for a long time. Awakening is when your attention changes. And instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" you start to say, "Okay, God, what are you showing me here?" You can't step into that if you're convinced you're already disqualified. So before we go there, we settle this. You are not playing catch up with your calling. You are in training for it. Let me give you 2 things to carry out of this message. First, change the way you talk about your pace. Every time you catch yourself saying, "I'm so behind," or "everyone is ahead of me," I want you to stop and replace it with, "God is still building me, and I'm still in it." Say it even if you don't fully believe it yet. You're not lying to yourself. You're choosing heaven's perspective over the loud one in your head. And the second thing is, to pay attention to what keeps repeating this week. As we move into the realm of awakening, start practicing now. Notice what keeps coming back around. A verse, a phrase, a type of conversation, a situation that looks different but feels the same. Don't overanalyze it yet. Just notice. Awakening often starts with simple awareness. Right here, if you can, just pause. Take a slow breath in and out. Put a hand on your chest if that's comfortable and say this with me. Not for me, but for you. Say, I'm not behind. I'm being built. One more time slower. I'm not behind. I'm being built. And I'm ready to wake up. If this message felt like it was talking straight to you, it's because it was. And if you want more of this kind of space where we keep pointing you back to God's truth and love, subscribing, liking, commenting, even using super thanks actually does matter. It's not about ego. It's about making sure this corner of the internet stays alive and keeps reaching people who are where you are right now. So if you feel led, hit like so it doesn't disappear in the feed. Comment, I'm not behind. Share it with one person who this may help. And if you ever feel led to pour back into this space, super thanks is one way to do that so more messages like this can be created and reach others. Every action taken, big or small, is appreciated more than you know. This is how we close this first season, not with everything's fine now, but with a grounded, quiet confidence. You're still here. God is still working, and your story didn't stall. It's shifting. When you're ready, meet me in the next chapter, Season 2, Episode 1, when heaven starts highlighting your life. Because you're not staying stuck here. You're about to learn how to see what heaven's been highlighting in your life the whole time.